Okay, we're ready to look at part D. It says 15% of McDonald's Egg McMuffins are more than how many calories? 15% of McDonald's Egg McMuffins are more than how many calories? So we're talking about an upper percentage, 15%. And we want to find the number of calories such that 15% of McDonald's Egg McMuffins are above that. So I've marked that with an X, if we can figure out what X is. Now, normally, we use the standard normal table to look up the areas under the curve, the probabilities or the percentages. In this case, we're given the area under the curve, the percentage. And we need to find the X. Now, if you remember, the table works from the center out to wherever the Z value is. So one thing we can do with the table is we can find the Z value for X if we know the area from the center out to that location. And that would be, well, since 50% is to the right of that vertical line, my upper area is 0.15. So what I need to do is to look up the area of 0.35 in the table and find the associated Z. That Z value will be X's Z value. So when I go to the table, I'm going to sort of use the table in reverse and find the Z location for the 0.35 area from the center out to where I want that Z to be. And then that will be the Z value for my X, and I can use the Z score formula to maybe solve for X. So the first thing I need to do is to go to the table and work it backwards to find out what the Z would be for 0.35. Okay, here in the table, now notice when we look up a Z value, we're getting the area. But in our case, we have the area. What we want is the Z value. So I've got to start in the middle of the table. I'm not looking up a Z value here. I'm looking for an area, a number that I can get as close to 0.35. Now 0.35, I would say we're about as close as we're going to get right here. 0.3508. Now that is in row 1 and it is in column 04. So the Z value associated with that is 1.04 positive. So let's go back, and my Z value is 1.04. That's the Z score for my X. So 1.04 is equal to X minus 290 divided by 14. And let's solve for that. Okay. I'm going to multiply both sides by 14. Now that'll eliminate it on the right side. And then I'm going to add 290 to both sides. And that'll eliminate that on the right side. So X equals, and I'll say 1.04 times 14 plus 290. And X is 304.56. So 15% of Egg McMuffins are more than 304.6 calories.